Hey everybody, this is Jason Lee from Lee Photo, and I want to talk about how to get quality JPEG images from a Canon digital single lens reflex camera. Now, digital single lens reflex cameras, especially by Canon, are going to vary a little bit on their menus and things like that. What I'm going to show you on is a Canon EOS 5D Mark II. And for most images and most things I do shoot in RAW because I want maximum quality and maximum flexibility in the quality of my images. But you know what? Sometimes, like on vacation or doing, basic snapshots or basic vacation shots, I don't want to shoot RAW. I just want a simple JPEG. So I wanted to show you how I set up my Canon 5D Mark II to achieve that. So what we do first is we have to change the camera to JPEG. So what I'm going to do here is open up the menu. Okay, and here we go. Right now I have it at medium quality JPEG. Now, there's lots of different qualities when it comes to JPEGs. On this camera here, a large quality JPEG is at 21 megapixel. Okay, well that's a little overkill for me for snapshots because that's almost like in the days of film lugging around an 8x10 view camera. That kind of quality just for snapshots and basic prints I just don't need. So I'm going to drop this down to medium quality, which is 11 megapixel on this camera, and that's still, that's going to be able to produce great quality 16 by 20s. So no problem with quality here. Okay, and you have two choices for medium quality on this. You have one that looks like an M, and in front of it looks like stairs. And then there's another one here which is a M, and then it looks like a quarter of a pie. Choose the one with a quarter of a pie because that means you're going to get better compression ratios. That way the pictures won't look as JPEG-y, as I like to call them. Okay, so that's kind of the first step. Second step on the Canons is set up picture style. Now on this camera, that's done by this button right here. Now on picture style, there's lots of different options. You have a standard mode, portraits, landscapes, neutral, faithful, monochrome, and you have 3 user-definable settings on the Canon 5D Mark II. Now, for just basic JPEGs, what I like to do is shoot on faithful. Now, on the faithful setting, what it does essentially is it gives you a 0 point to every setting. So you have 0 sharpness, 0 contrast, 0 color saturation, and 0 color kind of preference as far as it usually will shift the color one direction or the other. The reason I like faithful is because if you're using like Adobe Photoshop Elements or Lightroom or Adobe Photoshop CS5, you're going to change these things in the picture anyway. So if you have something you really want to work with, well, you can sharpen it up a little bit and you can increase the color and the contrast. So it's better to leave these at zeros, so it gives you the flexibility to increase them later on if you wish to. Now if you just want to take these pictures, upload them to Snapfish, or in my case Zenfolio is what I use, I like to sharpen them a little bit in camera. So what I do is go to change that, is I hit Info, and then this detail set comes up. And I'm going to change my sharpness to plus, let's see, there's +1, +2, +3. And that'll do it for me. So we're going to go back to that. And so now it shows 3 sharpness. So that's kind of where I like to set them. Just because for me with snapshots, I really don't do much to them. I just upload them and print them if I need to. And that's a good place to go, I feel. So that's how I set up my camera for quality JPEG capture. If you have any questions, just go to my website at lee-photo.com and click on my blog, and you're welcome to ask questions there. And because what I really want to do is turn my blog into a camera information site. So if you've got information about cameras or questions about how to set things up, ask it on my blog, and that way I can answer it. And that's the way I want to set this up. So that's kind of the first lesson on the EOS Canon 5D Mark II. And if you've got any questions, please post them to my blog, and I'll answer them back and possibly do a little lesson on them just like this. So thanks a lot, guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.